Alright guys, Watchman's Post coming to you again. This time I'm going to cover Israel again. There's been some things happening in the news. You might find it pretty interesting. I think it regards Bible prophecy, and it's very important, very significant. So let's get into this. Got an article from Haaretz here, and it should cover generally what's all been happening, in a general overview. It says, Israel Army is reporting that a drone was allowed to cross into Israel to prove Iranian aggression. Iran has been operating for a long time from a Syrian Air Force base next to Palmyra, the Israeli Army says. And here's a picture of the air base there, and they've zoomed in, and there's a small drone there. They're showing the drone coming out of the hangar there. The Israeli army decided to shoot down an Iranian drone over Israeli territory in an attempt to prove Tehran was operating in Syria against Israel, the military said on Saturday. The Israeli army said that Iran and its Revolutionary Guards, Quds force, which is responsible for its operations abroad, have been active for a long period of time from the T4 Syrian Air Force base near Palmyra, supported by the Syrian army with the approval of the Assad regime. And there's the pieces of the drone after they shot it down. And just to show you on the map real quick, this is Syria, and they allowed this drone to fly over into this blue area, which is the Golan Heights, and they shot it down somewhere in that area. According to the estimates from Israeli intelligence, the Iranians using the base for transferring weapons, including to Hezbollah. And if you remember in one of my past videos, Hezbollah is a proxy army. They're funded by Persia, which is Iran. And they give these guys money and equipment to go and cause trouble to all their enemies. So they're saying that this is Iran's fault. They're behind it all. The base was targeted by an Israeli strike on Saturday after an Iranian drone infiltrated Israeli airspace. So the drone came over, they let it come in to prove that, they were being violated in their airspace, took it down, and in retaliation, Israel went and struck targets in Syria that were Iranian-based Hezbollah factories and bases and stuff. In response to the incursion by an Iranian drone, Israeli aircraft struck Iranian targets in Syria with a barrage of Syrian air defense missiles, bringing down an Israeli F-16 over Israel. So as they flew over to attack Syria, they shot off missiles at the jets, the F-16s, and they were able to bring one of Israel's jets down. Following the downing of the Israeli fighter jet, Israel said it carried out large-scale strikes in Syria, targeting Syrian air defense batteries and 4 Iranian sites. So they're admitting that after that they retaliated again and hit many sites in Syria. Brigadier General Tomer Bar, second in command of Israel's Air Force, said Saturday that the Israeli strike in Syria Saturday morning after an Israeli F-16 was shot down was the biggest and most significant attack the Air Force has conducted against Syrian air defenses since 1982 Lebanon War, which is before I was born. Barr added that the drone control vehicle was moving and we succeeded in hitting it. Also an impressive achievement given the conditions on the ground. Israel, he said, waited for the drone to enter into its territory and chose where to bring it down. On Saturday, the IDF released photographs of the Iranian drone. So here's a photograph and a video. And there's lots more if you guys want to check it out. So, like I said, this drone flew over in here, and they took it down. They sent aircrafts back over out there, and if you notice, I just flipped that button. All these little blue dots is Israel activity. The red is Syrian activity for Assad. See, these are the blue dots of the activity going on in the same Golan area where the F-16 is taken down right there. And Damascus is right here. It's very, very interesting what's going on now because Iran has set up these Hezbollah proxy army soldiers and bases and everything in Syria. It's amazing to see that not only is this covering Ezekiel 38, which is Persia, which is Iran, and Hezbollah, which is the forces that they're establishing, but it's amazing to me to see this is also so very close to Damascus, and it involves Isaiah 17. So we're watching, if you're paying attention, you're watching two different Bible prophecies potentially unfold at the same time. Isn't that amazing? That you know, Ezekiel and Isaiah, both of these prophecies are on the verge of fulfilling. They're all these blue dots is where they've hit, and they went and struck near Damascus. They haven't took Assad's palace out, and he's still in charge. That's why all this red is him. He's still taking over those areas. But they're potentially on the verge of taking him out, and that would be Isaiah 17. And at the same time, you've got Iran and which is Hezbollah in Lebanon and Syria, and they're the ones that sent this drone over, and they're on the verge of a conflict with Iran, which would be potentially Ezekiel 38. At the same time, we live in amazing times. You've got to remember, God gave these prophecies to these, amazing men of God thousands of years ago, and here we are, watching them potentially unfold before us. These are very big, events that are happening. Everybody needs to, be watching it as a Christian, and you need to, notify the rest of your friends that are Christians. This is a very big, time going on, in prophecy and just in Israeli, news, is very big. If you're not following me on Twitter, it's worth following me and checking out. I cover all this stuff, regularly. I stay up on it. Even if you don't want to just follow me, get on Twitter, and you're not going to find anything breaking any sooner anywhere else. As soon as it happens, it's on Twitter, and you know about it before the major news outlets even report on it. And there's tons of articles you can find under my Twitter profile. Go into likes or just see what I've retweeted, and you may be able to find even more stuff that I haven't found. Send it to me. Let me know. But there's just article after article after article. I've only read you one today. I try to keep it short, but there's not any better place to find news about what's going on. There's Netanyahu, he's doing his report, than Twitter. And you could follow these Haaretz, Jerusalem Post, Israel Online, and lots of other news agencies that are keeping you up to date with what's going on. As a Christian, we need to keep our eye on Israel, on God's country, and keep up with the potential prophecies that are about to unfold right now. It's amazing times. They said they haven't done a strike like this. You heard it, since 1982. Be encouraged, stay active, stay watchful, blow the trumpet, warn your friends. Not only is God, about to fulfill prophecy in the Holy Land, but He's about to fulfill prophecy across this whole world. The world is in a wicked state, and judgment's coming. That sword's coming. And there's plenty of places to watch. Be encouraged. I thank you for all your support, and all your help, all your subs and likes and retweets. God bless you in Jesus' holy name. Amen.